Hey everyone, Eugene here, back again. Hope you're all well. Got for you today Musc Noble from Guerlain's Absolute d'Orient collection, which is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I know there was a time last year where I said I am not purchasing this. I was just kind of rebelling against Thierry Wasser and Guerlain for releasing perfumes, more for the sake of releasing numbers than for creating quality content. Anyway, I said all that knowing full well that I was going to be getting it. I was quite critical, but I am going on a perfume buying strike with the intention of picking up one more perfume for the rest of this year, and that will be from this same collection, Guerlain, which is going to be a leather-based perfume. I'm super excited about Guerlain. I can't even tell you, I cannot stop thinking about it. Other than that, I'm done. Like, I'm so... I feel like I'm lost. Like, there's nothing else that I really want. And with all these new releases and going into a Sephora or a department store, it's all just like utter trash and filth. And it's a shame what's going on in the perfume world. But I'm super excited for Entente. I'm just... I'm just so curious what it's going to smell like. Like, I just don't want to be disappointed. But, you know, Thierry Wasser, there's not too many times where he's let me down. So this collection is getting bigger and bigger. They've taken from the Desserts d'Orient collection, Songe de Bois d'été, transferred it into here as Bois Mystérieux. They've taken Encens Mythique, put it in this collection. They've discontinued Rose Nacree here, which is sad and unfortunate, and kind of feels like, the marketing department has fucked up again. So they could have easily transferred this one as well. So they could have had a rose-themed perfume, but no, they've decided to get rid of it for whatever reason, which is strange because, it is a Middle Eastern perfume. It does fit the aesthetics. It does fit everything that they've wanted or are looking for to fill to fill the collection with Middle Eastern based perfumes. This to me is not a Middle Eastern themed perfume, not at all. This is more of a French luxury style perfume. There's nothing Middle Eastern about this. It's not dirty, it's not spicy, it's not animalic. It's not, those heavy, woody, synthetic aroma chemicals we keep talking about, which are the Absolutes d'Orient, Santal Royal, Oud Essential, Ambre Eternal. Those all very well fit Middle Eastern style perfumery. To me, this Guerlain website lists this as bold and sensual, and no, there's nothing bold about this. Sensual, it is totally sensual. It's soft, it's elegant, but it just doesn't have the character that the others in this collection have. It totally doesn't even fit. It doesn't register to me. When I smelled this, I was confused as fuck. I almost thought it was a Chanel for a minute. We'll get to that first a little bit later. So to me, Musc Noble is a rose-based perfume. It's rose. It's all rose-based. Musk is in the name. There's definitely some musk in here, but unfortunately, it's clean. It's white. It's nitro. It's more of a carrying agent than it is character building. There's nothing dirty or animalic or even interesting about this musk. The only interesting thing about the musk is it's leathery. So it opens up with this gray, leathery, musky component with a little bit of spice. I get that dreaded pink pepper, which I can't fucking stand anymore. I'm over pink pepper. I am over a bunch of things, but pink pepper is on the top of my list. Be done with it. So pink pepper adds a little bit of the fruity vibe to this. And it's not much long after that this turns into a white, musky, rose-based perfume. It's all rose. This is not an abstract rose. This is a picture-perfect rose. You look at a picture of a rose, and it's exactly what you would assume it to smell like. I'm gonna guess it's not Wasser's favorite Bulgarian rose. It's more of a my rose de Mai, whatever it's called, whatever you in the France call it, rose de Mai. So it's kind of more of a springy, sensual, moody rose. So I picture, you know, getting up early in the spring morning before the sun's risen. It's just finished raining. You know, I can still hear droplets falling off of my roof onto the ground, drip, drip, drip. And, you know, the rose, there's a touch of green. I'm not getting a whole lot of stems or leaves or ground or dirt and soil and that sort of thing. So it's mostly rose, a big, thick, lush, red, dewy rose in the morning. You know, the fog is still sitting on the ground. That's kind of probably where the moodiness comes in. It's moody in the way that Encens Mythique is. So Encens Mythique is not very bold, but it is very beautiful and elegant. And this is more along the lines of Encens Mythique. No boldness, very little character. It's just this moody rose that, you know, turns and kind of pulls away the layers instead of popping off your skin the way the other heavier siblings in this line do. So going back to the Chanel aesthetics, it's got a lot of that waxy, powdery, smooth, creamy cosmetic handbag accord that Olivier Polge and Jacques Polge and Chanel have been doing, you know, for years and years and years, and they've become masters of it. So when I first smelled this, I was really surprised and, you know, nicely surprised, because I'm a huge fan of that feminine handbag accord. A lot of guys might not find this to their liking. They might find it a little bit too femme. You know, traditionally leaning. I don't care. I wear women's perfumes. I wear men's perfumes. I don't give a shit. This is, I'm going to say, on the women's end of the spectrum. I had my wife smell it. She doesn't like this at all. And she right away said, it reminds her of a woman's a cosmetics bag. And I said, what about the rose? She says, yeah, I can pick up some rose. But her first point was, it smells like a woman's cosmetic bag. And I totally agree. Unfortunately, you know, I think it's an excellent fragrance. I like it and I wear it, but it is a tad bit, it's kind of lacking character, and, you know, it doesn't really pop off my skin. It just kind of sits there. It's very extroverted. So you go to this party and there's Santal Royale, there's Eau de Sensual, and Ambre Eternal. They're in the middle of the mosh pit. They're smashing beer bottles. They're getting into a fist fight altercation. Musc Noble, he's holding up the wall, you know, all by himself or herself, and just watching the crowd scanning this floor, enjoying himself in his own extroverted way. That actually sounds a lot like me, character-wise. So yeah, it's not that big, bold Middle Eastern style perfume that you would imagine it to be if you haven't smelt it. I've heard from friends as well that they found it quite boring. It is a little bit boring, to be honest. It doesn't change a whole lot. It is slightly linear, but I like it. I wear it. I don't really find it feminine for me, but I don't really look at perfumes that way. So there you have Musc Noble. There's not a whole lot of mention of these, and I'm not sure if it's because they are exclusive, because they are harder to find, because they are higher price. I don't know, but this is, you know, I've been enjoying this collection a lot this winter, and I've been very critical of them, just because I'm not a fan of that style of perfume. I much prefer fine French traditional perfume than Middle Eastern or American or whatever. You know what I mean. To the guys that watch, the people that watch my channel, you know my taste in perfumery. Not really sure what else I can tell you. As far as Guerlain goes, I don't know. I think the only one that I am looking forward to is Queer Entente. I'm really actually super excited. Like, I'm thinking about it every single day as we go. Like, that passes since I've heard of it. And other than Queer Entente, I'm going on my perfume buying strike. I'm done. I'm kind of rebelling against the perfume industry and what has been going on. I'm just going to enjoy what I have for the time being. You know, I've got loads and loads of perfume that I'm not able to enjoy because I'm always picking up new stuff. But Musc Noble, if you've tried it, let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think, or if you have any questions, let me know how it fits for you aesthetically. How does it compare to the others? How would you rate this in the collection in terms of favorite from least to worst, or worst to best, or whatever? Or do you find it too feminine or masculine if you're a woman for your liking? I'm very sad to see Rose Nacree has gone. I've got a full bottle plus some. I've got a ton in decants and samples, so 175 ml will last me a lifetime. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and always supporting my channel, and we will see you again soon.